Well, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our channel.
How are you guys doing today?
Well guys, we had an absolute blast hanging out with the Framily this last weekend. But today it is back to reality. So we got some stuff we're going to be working on today. Come on, let's get it done.
Let's get it. I'm Gary.
And I'm Melanie.
And these are our kids.
Hi everyone!
And we are Simple Life Reclaimed.
It's hard to stay real in a world full of fakes. It's hard to find truth when the liars are great. I'm trying my best, your bubble will break. Oh well, oh well. But I'm not gonna sell my soul just to be someone you wanna know. Who you like is out of my control. I'm okay being me. I'm not gonna change myself just to make you fall under some spell. Rather be alone and be a shell. I'm okay being me. I'm okay being me.
So guys, we just got back from our trip with the Framily and man, we had so much fun. The last video you guys saw, we were working on all of the gates and stuff for our fenced in area. Happy to report that everything worked out exactly as we wanted it to.
It was a really good time. In fact, let's take you guys along and show you guys some of the footage we got. I'm going fishing.
He going fishing. So we've got two boats going on right now. We've got this pontoon full of all the children's and their supervisors. And then we got the other boat filled with all the adults that are looking to catch the big one. So Gary's already excited. How many poles has Gary got? 4?
I can't wait to jump off with Miss Melly.
Oh, we're gonna jump off this boat. It's gonna be so much fun. Are you excited, baby?
Mama?
It's your first time on a boat in a long time, huh?
We're going on a...
Are you excited, bud?
Yeah, I'm jump off on it. Mom, come on, right here. Run, then boing.
Dang.
Then do a cannonball.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go on a raft.
Heck yeah. How about you, Serenity?
We're gonna have the best time of our life. And this is my first time on a boat.
Woo! Fist bump it. Yeah. Give me some of that. Dang. What about you, Wyatt? You excited?
Yeah.
About on a boat.
Is she gonna go swimming?
I don't know. Woo!
Ghost seems excited.
Oh,
Excited to take a nap.
he's thrilled. He can't wait.
I can't wait to jump off.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
I'm going on.
And they're off. Woo! Have fun, guys.
Yeah, you can do it.
Captain, oh captain, captain the ship.
We're alive with DD5.
No drifter down today.
We're gonna keep on drifting. We ain't going down.
We got some precious cargo, my friend.
We'll keep it under 55.
Roxy!
Boating time.
fall eventually.
But it's okay, that's part of it.
Okay.
It's fun, Julia. You'll have fun.
Hang on.
You're gonna do it once and you're gonna want to keep going.
Yeah.
Woohoo, baby! Yeah, Julia! There you go, baby! Ride that wave! Woo! Yeah! Awesome job, baby! You didn't even fall off.
And then hold on.
Get yourself closer to the front, Wyatt. You're not going to want your legs dragging.
Yeah, you don't want your feet to
And
drag.
look forward, and remember, if you fall off, come up and just put your hands up in the air.
All right, Wyatt.
Hold on, Wyatt. Hold on. Woo. Hold on.
All right, it's Abe's turn. Any last words?
He said, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all right, son. Woo! Abraham! Hold on, Bubba! Woo! Woo! He's pulling it. Look at him. He wants the plop. Oh! No hit! Woo! Oh, there Scarlett is. Uh-oh, it's Scarlett's turn. Come on, Scarlett! Woo! Oh, one hand! Woo! All aboard the Ridge Pontoon. I know the kids want to find a nice cove to go play in. The water is absolutely gorgeous out here, guys. When we were coming back in for lunch, we were spying a few of the little coves that look like straight up ocean beach area. It's just beautiful. So I think that Mike has his eye on one of those that he's going to be wanting to pop in. You catch anything yet today, baby?
No. Had one bite.
He thought he did
one
at
bite.
first. Yeah.
Well, you can't say it ain't from not trying.
Every time we stop.
I know what it is. You just want to be the first and the only person to catch it so you can hold it over Levi.
Somebody really needs to catch a fish before. I was trying to catch one before him, but.
Now this is a beautiful little cove. So we just found a little cove to pop off in for a minute, let the kids get out and swim. Been having such a great day in the sunshine with the Framily. Floating on inner tubes, flying around, having a good time. Life is good today. This is a great weekend. So guys, as soon as we got back from our trip, we had some sleepovers and we're kind of just trying to get back into the groove of things. We're gonna start right now in the Not So Secret garden.
Yep.
What's in the box, babe?
Our watering system.
Ooh, ah.
Of course, couldn't help myself and put together these pieces and threw it in this box.
Heck yeah.
But I've got this guy all set up, ready to go. Got the timer already set on it.
So one of the things on our summer to-do list is to set up an automatic watering system for the garden. As it presently stands, Gary and I are having to come out here every morning and every evening and water everything just to keep it growing. Even with doing that, we are finding we are having some struggles, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But I know that once we get this watering system, it's going to save us some time, some energy, and hopefully it'll get the garden growing a lot better than it actually is right now.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same watering system that we had in Arizona. So it should be a pretty ease of what it is. However, it is different than the one in Arizona.
Yeah, and the layout is a lot different than what we had in Arizona. And this is a lot bigger than what we had in Arizona.
Yep. So I hope that we can pull this off with what I've got planned. If not, I might have to swap out this head and do a different watering system per se, like the timer.
Yeah.
Because they do have another one of these where it is dual zone. So you can have it set up to where it can split this zone basically.
Well,
I hope that it's enough. We have plenty of water pressure. I ain't worried about the water pressure. We got plenty of water pressure. I'm just worried about the square footage of what we're trying to do right now. But as long as we follow the box, it should be all right.
just follow the instructions, right?
Yeah. Should be.
So as I was saying, some of our stuff hasn't done so well. For example, right there. You see how crispy and absolutely dead that is? That was supposed to be snap peas, and they're just fried and gone, guys. There's no saving that. Maybe I'll have better luck in the winter or next year. I gotta check my Planter's Farmer's Almanac. On the other hand, though, we've already gotten some harvests off of these guys, which is the green beans. We've eaten some of them. And if you look right past what some of y'all in the comment section thought were banana peppers because they were green, have definitely changed their color, and they are 100% red peppers.
When I was talking with Mike over at 3 Mississippi Ranch, the purple is where you want it. And then anything past that's gonna be hotter. But that's normally what the color that you want for these guys.
So these are like prime for the picking then.
They are prime for the picking.
I think I'm gonna have to do some picking with everybody real quick.
These ones are the cayenne peppers, and that you just need to wait for them to go red. So there's one right there. You got like 3 on that one. It might only be 2. That back one right there is orange, so I'd wait a little bit. So 2 on that one, 1 on there, and you can pluck all of those, I would say.
Yeah, this one looks mighty dangerous right now.
That one looks like it's gonna be an angry one.
So over here in the herbs area, still no activity. I'm thinking that we just planted those seeds too deep in the ground. We will try to plant again here in the fall. However, these are doing really well. Coming on over here, my lettuce is looking very fluffy. Perfect for those BLT Sammies. Speaking of BLT Sammies, check out some of these tomatoes. I have got a bunch of tomatoes prime for the picking. I'm definitely gonna do some picking today. I've got a couple on the vine that don't look so good, like that guy back there. Looks like the bugs got to it before I could. But there are plenty that are doing really well as well. My baby cherry tomatoes look like they're about ready to go on a salad or just to be eaten as they are. I've got a bunch that are still green too. Now this is something that I thought was really, really weird. So all of my cucumbers are starting to grow and I'm starting to get some fruit on the vine, but the shape of them, it looks like maybe the bees cross-pollinated, and it's like the cucumbers are a cross between a squash and a cucumber, which would make sense because the squash is planted right behind, although I don't have any squash on the vine there yet. I don't really know. It's my first year garden in Arkansas, so I'm still learning. But look at these. What do you guys think? You think this is a cross-pollination or what happened here? That don't look like a cucumber I ever seen before. Any of them. I mean, they all are growing funky like that. Fat, round, and yellow. I've never seen anything quite like that before. And then right next to it, friends, this is all of my squash, and they are starting to flower, which is fantastic. But I don't have any actual fruit or vegetable growing on the vine yet, just the flowers. I've got one watermelon vine that is finally really vining out and taking over a bit. It still has a ways to go until I get some watermelon on it. But hey, it's a lot more encouraging than, you know, that big when it first started out. Right next to it, I've got some of my cantaloupe, and those again are starting to vine out. So we're seeing a lot more growth and movement going on, but no fruit there. So with our garden this year, part of me is blaming myself because we didn't actually be able to plant it on schedule. We were about 3 weeks late to planting in the ground for what the Farmer's Almanac says. So there's that. Another thing is we're learning this climate, and we were thinking that this would be a fantastic area because of how much sun it's getting, but it's actually being a bad thing for us. It's getting too much sun.
Correct.
So I think that maybe next year when we do this during the summer for our summertime garden, we'll have to put up some shade sails or something to help it, and possibly even, I guess, design it differently for which plants or where. Like the peppers might have done better over where the watermelons are, and the watermelons might have done better where I was trying to do the herb garden. But we were just doing the best we could and kind of designed it to the best of our knowledge and ability. So far, I've gotten a lot of peppers and a lot of tomatoes and a lot of lettuce and some green beans. But that's pretty much what I was successful to get at this point.
Yeah, and our cucumbers are weird.
Yeah, they're just weird. I don't know if they're gonna taste like anything good or not.
I don't
Who knows?
know.
We'll try it.
Like they definitely look like they cross-pollinated between the cucumbers and that.
Well,
So
I don't know.
yeah, that's what it looks like to me at least.
It's all good, man. It's all good. It's a learning experience. This year, I'm just happy that we were able to get something from it. I definitely have enough to make some BLTs.
Yep.
We got some of that Robertson's Bellyacre pork still left in there, so BLT is definitely going to be on the menu. And Roxanne with Country Road Cure is generous enough to share from her garden with us, so we're still eating off the 41.36, even if not just from the Not So Secret garden. So it's all good. Either way, we want to get this done today. We want to get working on the automatic watering system to make our lives a lot easier. So what you got in your hand, baby? What we got going on?
These are the manifolds to hook up the watering system. Now, looking at the diagram of this guy and whatnot, let me bring you on over that way. We got two options. We either loop the 6 mil through and through, or we cut them off at the ends like that. And if we cut them off at the ends, it's going to get less pressure at the end of it versus at the front of it. Where if we loop it, it should have a constant same nozzle through and through. So that's how I want to do it per se, just because of that. Now, I'm not sure how many of those we're going to be able to put onto one. So what I'm thinking is this. You put one here, loop through here, get one, and we can loop one through here. We don't need a whole lot, just water it. We can put that hose right here. It's going to be above the ground. It's just going to have to come right through here and be on top. And then we can do 2 loops going to both these. We continue down the line and we hit this one over here and do the same thing. I'm not sure if that's going to work because of how much. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We might have to get a little interested here and have it come in and tie in right here, splitting it to where now we can have a T going this way and that way. But we're not going to know unless we do it. It says that it will do it continuously this way. And then over here it says not to do any more than 4 nozzles per strand. So who knows? Instructions aren't really that the best. Question is, how much of this do we have? I don't think we have a whole lot. So let's stretch this out first before I get all crazy. And be like, yeah, I can go from here to there. Let's see. Can I go from here to there? I'm gonna line this thing up.
Why don't you line that up, baby? Why don't you line that thing up?
Let's get that lined up.
Don't you worry about it. I know somebody like it.
I mean, I guess technically we make it there, right? I might have to get another hose. So, just like the shark bite fitting, I'm supposed to be able to just push this guy in and have it lock itself. That's on there. So that shouldn't leak. We'll see. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8. Alrighty, well, I've got it all placed out. I've used every single one of the sprayers that I bought. I've got one more manifold left still, so I could attach more. I'm hoping that this will work perfectly. I'm hoping I have enough hose. But let's start hooking it all up. Let's see if I've got enough of this 6 mil. It's that shark bite stuff, so literally I'm just, let's clean that off. Pushing it in as much as it'll go. I'm gonna have that about right there. So I guess I'll cut you right about there. Cut. Press fit. There's one. So I could do one of 2 things, and I am going to do the other. So there's 2 ends to this hose. I'm going to continue on going down the line, but I want to make sure I've got the right hose right here so I can do both sides. Get it done quicker. Alright, so that hose is there. And I'm just going to keep on pushing it in.
Going on down the line.
Moving down the line. I could actually come through
So you're saying it's pretty plug and play?
From what the instructions are, we're gonna find out if it's exactly that. I hope we're not gonna be like shooting off fittings left and right.
Yeah, that would suck.
Alright, it's all hooked up. I guess I can hit run. We can see what happens.
I guess now's the time for the moment of truth.
I hope it works, man. It looks beautiful. I think it will work out perfectly. So that's what I was wondering. How is that going to be? We're going to have to adjust it all.
Well, it's definitely working.
It is. It's having the issue that I was worried about, though.
Yeah.
Not getting enough water to the ends of each line. So.
I mean, it is getting water down there. And
is.
I am gonna have to come out here nightly anyway to water the tomatoes and stuff like that inside the buckets. I've got blueberries back there that I'm trying to grow. I've got some tomato plants in buckets still. So I will be having to come down here anyway to do those.
Yep.
So as I'm doing that, I'm just gonna keep checking the lines and maybe I'll splash a little water all over everything just in case. But if we ever are preoccupied with anything and we just can't get out here and water, or if we leave for the weekend, at least it's not going to be bone dry while we're gone.
Correct.
So
Correct.
That's a win. The only thing that we wish is that right here, since this is going uphill slightly, the ones on the very ends is more like a drip, whereas the ones right here in the front is more of a spray. So if that was better, that would be better, but with working with what we got and this cheap system that we picked up, I think I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm pretty happy with it too.
Yeah.
It's working out.
Yeah.
Water's going where it needs to go.
Yeah. Well, we got a few more things we got to check off the old list before summer ends and we get back to working on our cabin. So I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with us and for hanging out with us today and watching today's video. I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe if you guys haven't yet subscribed. And as usual, friends, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.